can't believe that Thanksgiving is already here. It just seems like the holidays are coming so fast. So just like with Halloween, I wanted to show you guys some quick and easy fun treats that I like to make with the kids and for the kids. So let me show you what we're gonna make today. So with this little turkey here, it's just a little turkey sandwich. I just cut out some bread and we'll go over all of that in a little while. But I thought that this would be a perfect pre-Thanksgiving snack or a little meal for the kids. It's not gonna be too filling, so they'll still want some turkey, but it's gonna be something that will fill their little bellies and is really healthy. I wanted to make some fun and easy treats. So I made these little Rice Krispie pumpkins, and they're really easy. And then I made these, and I will actually be making these for Thanksgiving dinner. They're just little miniature apple pies. So quick and easy, so much easier than baking a full pie, so it's really awesome. And then just like what we did with Halloween, I made cute little pilgrim hats. They're really easy and really fun. And all of this you can take to Thanksgiving dinner, or you can just make before Thanksgiving dinner, you know, whatever. The kids will have fun doing it. So let's get started. Okay, so for these little pumpkin treats, I just made regular Rice Krispie treats. You're just gonna wanna get a box of any type of Rice Krispie cereal. I always choose the cheapest kind because it tastes the exact same. And then a bag of marshmallows. And on either one of the packages, usually, there's gonna be a recipe for Rice Krispie treats, and I just follow that exactly. All you're gonna need is Rice Krispies, marshmallows, and butter to make those. And to add to the little treats, I just used chocolate licorice. I called it brown licorice in the other video. It's just chocolate licorice. It should be by all the other licorice. And I just cut those up for the little stumps. And I just took some frosting and colored it green with food coloring to make the little leaves. So that's all you're gonna need for this project. It's really easy. So I don't have orange food coloring. I just mix it with orange or with yellow and red. And you're gonna wanna add a lot more of the yellow than the red, and just keep mixing it. You can add as much of the different colors as you need to, just until you like the color. Just mix that up there really good. Okay, and once you like the color, just add your Rice Krispies. And stir those really good. You see that? Stir it, stir it. Okay, so just get that coated really good with the marshmallow. And then I like to just take a scoop at a time, and I have parchment paper here, and just put that there to dry or put that there to cool down for a minute. And then I just leave the rest in the pan and work with little piles at a time. Okay, so the Rice Krispies are really sticky. So this is a little trick that I use when I'm doing stuff like this or working with anything sticky. I just take a plastic bag and some butter spray and just spray it on there so that will help it so that it doesn't stick to your hand. And then just take a little piece of it. And it's good to let this, it's good to let it cool down for a little while. It's gonna make it easier. So you're just gonna be able to form that into a little ball. It's a ball. It's a little bally. Okay, so, and then I just took my chocolate licorice and I just cut it into little pieces. And if I'm doing bite-size pumpkins, then I just cut it in half again so that it's just a smaller stump. Anyways, and then you just put that in the top. Do you want to put that in the top? Put it right there. So you just do that, and then I take my green frosting, and I've cut a little hole in the bottom. You want to help me? Ready? And just make a little leaf, and I just start bigger and move it zigzag into a smaller little leaf, just like that. So really easy. You can make them as big or as little as you want, but they're fun to make, huh? Is that fun? Okay, so this next treat is one that I'm so excited about. I just tried making them last night and they turned out so good. So it's definitely something I'm going to take to Thanksgiving. And they're these mini apple pies. They're so easy. From start to finish, it's about 20 minutes. And all you're going to need is 2 apples. You're gonna wanna cut each apple into 8 slices like this. And then you're going to need to get some pie crust, or these puff pastry sheets were so great. I liked them better than the pie crust actually. So these are in the freezer section. And these are great too if you want just more of a traditional pie crust. These were just in the freezer section, so grab those. You're gonna need about 4 tablespoons of butter, about 1/3 of a cup of sugar and cinnamon mixed. So I used probably about 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, but you can, whatever you like better, you can add or take away from that. So you're just gonna wanna put it in a bowl like that, just mix that together. And that's all you're gonna need, and they turn out really, really good, and they're super, super easy. Okay, so you're gonna wanna take your pie crust or your pastry sheet out and put it on a plate or on a cookie sheet or on a piece of parchment paper, whatever works best for you. And you're gonna wanna take your melted butter and just spread that all over that pie crust. And I only have a half of a pie crust here. I used the other half a little bit earlier, so I'm just using a half. With the whole pie crust or the whole sheet, you're gonna wanna cut it into 8 sections. I just have the half, so I'm gonna cut it into 4 sections. And before I start cutting, I like to mark it so that I make sure to have enough. So I just mark it like this. 1, 2, 3. And I just follow that. You're just gonna want it's about 1 inch. Just cut it. Okay, and then I take my cinnamon and sugar mixture and just sprinkle that all over that. And if you think that you're putting too much on, you're not. The more you put on there, the better it's gonna taste. So just get that on there really good. Make sure that you save a little bit of your cinnamon and sugar mixture for the very end, because we're gonna wanna top everything off with that. Okay, so I just like to pull this strip away from the other ones while I'm rolling. Just set it there. And then just take an apple and put it right in there. And just start rolling up that strip around the apple. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna taste great if it's perfectly wrapped or not. Just do that. Now you can top this with the rest of the butter. Just brush it on there. Okay, and then take some of your cinnamon and sugar mixture and then just lightly sprinkle that on. Okay, so once you have them all made, you're gonna wanna take a cookie sheet, and I like to put parchment paper down. It just doesn't stick, and it's easier to remove the pie when you're done, and just place it on there. You're going to want to bake these on 425 for about 13 to 15 minutes, and just keep checking them. If they need to bake a little bit longer, keep them in there, just keep checking them. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the turkey sandwich. And I have a pretty good feeling that this is gonna be a hit because Gage can't hardly wait to eat it, so that is a good sign. So I'm gonna let him start eating that, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. Okay, so first of all, you're gonna wanna make your body and just take 2 pieces of bread and just cut a circle. Okay, so you're gonna have 2 little circles and just put your turkey meat inside, or I thought it would be fun and probably easier to cut out if you made a grilled cheese sandwich, which would be really good. So just put your turkey meat on there, put any toppings in there that you like. And next we're gonna make the little turkey feet and the beak. So for the beak, I just simply took that corner right off so that you just have a little triangle, and put that right there on his little face. Okay, and then I just take a rectangle like that, and I cut that in half. And then just make little feet, and you don't have to, you can just put the legs on like that. I just put little notches in the feet like that. Just take little triangles out. So there's your little leg. Okay, so next we're gonna do the eyeballs. And all I did was put some Miracle Whip into a baggie and cut the end off. Again, I do this all the time. It's so much easier to do stuff like this. And then I'm just gonna put 2 dots down. Right. And then since I had some chocolate licorice, you could use some bacon, or you can actually buy little candy eyes and you could do this. I just used stuff that I had on hand. You can use anything. So I just cut that in half to make a size about that big. And I just put those right on top of the Miracle Whip for little eyes. So just use anything you have. It doesn't have to be anything special. Okay, so I cooked some bacon and I just took a little piece of the bacon and I'm going to make a little, what's it called? So I can't remember what this little thing is, but it's a thing that hangs off of the turkey's mouth or beak. Anyways, that's what we're making right here. Let me know in the comments what that is because I can't remember. So it doesn't matter what shape it is. You'll know what it is. And I just like to use my scissors to cut that out. It's easier than using a knife. Anyways, just place that right there. So your turkey's gonna look like that. Okay, so next we're gonna just take all types of different apples. The more colors that you can find, the better. So when you're cutting them, make sure that you cut that piece straight so that it's gonna have a straight edge and it's gonna be able to lay flat. You're gonna just arrange the apples any way that you want. Now for the sides, I added cheese, we had some crackers and some pickles, just because I know that that's what my kids like. You could also add some craisins or some different vegetables and ranch dip. Any other side would be great and look good. And if you don't want to add a side, you don't have to because you have your sandwich and your apples. So whatever you want to do is great. Okay, so if any of you watched the Halloween video treat, I made witch hats, so we're a lot like this. They're really easy. I like this project because it's something that the kids can do while all of the adults are getting Thanksgiving dinner ready. You can set this stuff up and leave them to just make them and play with them and do whatever they want because there's not going to be any knives or any scissors. It's just simple and easy and not too messy. So what you're going to need for this one is just the fudge stripe cookies and some miniature Reese's peanut butter cups. And again, I just mixed some red and yellow to make some orange frosting and cut the end off. And the good thing about having baggies like this, you can put the frosting in there. They're really inexpensive, so you could have like 5 of these sitting out for the kids so that they can all be making treats at the same time and staying busy. Okay, so all you're going to do, gonna watch me and then you can do it, is a circle. And this circle is gonna be bigger than the one that we did for the witch hat. So you're gonna want a big circle. And then just simply take one of those miniature peanut butter cups and place it in the middle, just like that. And then pilgrim hats have a buckle, and all you're gonna do is just draw a little square on there.
Can I do it?
Really easy and fun, and the kids love doing stuff like this.
Can I do it too, Mama?
Yep. That is so good. And there is gauges, and that is so wonderful. So please let me know if you like the holiday treats, and I'll keep doing them. I hope that you had a fun time. I love doing treats like this. It's fun and easy to do with the kids. It keeps them busy and entertained, and you get a lot accomplished. So anyways, let me know what you think. Thanks so much, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye. You say bye.